Hello again. You should be watching this on Tuesday, but this is an extension off of the last video that we talked about being the segment addition postulate. So that's when we're adding two parts of a segment, finding the whole, or trying to find the missing part when we have the whole. So this is very similar in concept, but a little bit different because we're talking about angles. So again, as a quick review, a postulate. A postulate is a fact. It's something that we're going to use to prove a theorem. Okay, so I want to talk about the angle addition postulate specifically. So the angle addition postulate says that if S is the interior of PQR, now these letters are not going to be the same every time, but if S is the interior of PQR, so S, that means that S here is going to be this is a ray. So QS is going to be our middle ray. Okay, it's inside, interior. This means inside, okay, of PQR. And PQR is our angle here, formed by two rays. Then the angle of PQR, so the angle of PQR, so that's the entire angle here, is going to be equal to PQS, and PQS is this angle, plus the measure of angle. Now that M, that means measure of angle, measure of angle, measure. So that means that the measure of angle PQS is going to be equal to the measure of angle SQR. Okay, so these two angles are going to equal the big PQR. Okay, and PQR is the large angle. So let's try a problem like this so that we can see it in retrospect. So point G is the interior of HJK. So let's draw HJK. Okay. So again, when we're naming angles, the middle letter is always going to be the vertex. Then we have HJK. Okay? So HJK. And point G is the interior. So that means that G will be here. If HJK is equal to 57 degrees, so HJK, that whole thing is 57 degrees. So the entire thing is 57 degrees. And we know that angle HJG is 32 degrees. So let's use a different color for that. So HJG is 32 degrees. And it asks us, so what is GJK? So let's use a different color for that. So we're looking for what GJK is. Well, if we know that the entire thing is 57 degrees, and we know that part of it is 32 degrees, what does that mean the other part is? That would mean the other part is 57 degrees minus 32 degrees. 57 minus 32 would be 25. So GJK is equal to 25 degrees. Okay, just like with our last problem, you may end up with things that are algebraic. Okay, and I just want us to be really conscious about that. That if you have something that is algebraic, let's just look at, let's see. I want you to pause this because you will need to do 2, 3, and 4. So when you do that, go back and pause it here. Let's see, let's do number 4 together. But the measure of TUV equals 78. Oh, so TUV, so the entire thing is 78 degrees. And we know that these two things added together will be 78 degrees. So that means that 78 degrees equals 8x plus 7 plus 4x minus 1. So those two things added together will be 78 degrees. Okay, because 8x plus 7 is TUW, that's that angle, and 4x minus 1 is angle VUW, okay, and those together equal TUV. So, all right, so when we solve this, we're going to say 8x plus 4x because we're combining like terms. 8x plus 4x is 12x. 7 minus 1, combining like terms, 6. Okay, so subtract 6, both sides would be 70. Let me scroll down. 72 equals 12x, divided by 12 on both sides. X is equal to 72 divided by 12. Which equals 6. But did it ask us to find the value of x, or did it ask us to find WUV? It asked us to find WUV, so we need to plug this back into what WUV is. WUV is, so that's 4 times 6 minus 1. 24 minus 1 is 23 degrees, which is the measure of angle WUV. Okay, so we've solved that problem. I want you to do the rest of them. You may need to pause it here. And I also want you to continue by doing 5 and 6. So 3 and 4 were on the last page, but 5 and 6 I want you to add on. And that is the angle addition postulate. Catch you in the next video.